Yeah, I can't recall the last time I did dishes, big business. All my deals 6 figures and up. When you get it out the mud, it hit different. Used to sell when the cops came, we hit fences. Now I'm blowing smoke out the country with 2 thick. I'm gonna take them both back to the penthouse.
Renamed in late 2020, there's a look at Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are, as we are off and running on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone, as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. First down. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And defensive back Jamal Adams in on the stop. You talk about this Seahawk defense. They come into play number 12 in the NFL against the run.
I always think back to what my defensive coordinator in college used to tell me. Playing against the run is 11 individual battles, man on man, and are you going to win that battle? You're going to whip the guy across from you and get to the ball carrier, wrap him up, and put him on the ground? Because the one thing he actually detested was yards after contact. Tackle him, put him down on the spot. Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because, like him, it's going to haunt my dreams, too. He was wide open. How did he overthrow him there?
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
Here's Lou Hedley on now to punt the football. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Man. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful of one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. The Seahawks at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They felt they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On second down, it's Walker. And good pursuit yet again by the Chargers as they stuff him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Chargers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
3rd and 4. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Let's go.
On first down, man. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun. Man, repeat of the last play, finding Walker. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4-4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. And now they'll audible to something else. Throwing on first down. Man, throw out wide to Walker. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, they're not hiding who their central focus is on offense. Charles, he already now has 4 receptions here on this opening drive.
And I know people who are watching the game are thinking, did they forget about him in the defensive game plan? But it's actually been the opposite. They're giving him a lot of attention, but he's been very creative and savvy in his route running and finding seams and openings in order to create these completions.
4 yards to go on 2nd down from the 7. Back to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great effort there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They started on the ground with Eckler. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they find themselves just outside the top 10 in the league against the pass, currently bringing up the number 11 spot.
And for all the routes to keep an eye on in this one, they've got to find a way to take away the crossing routes. Those are the ones that when a receiver catches it on the run, those can really hurt a defense.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's for Bateman, and it's intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And the Seahawks are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And some strong running there as he's down just shy of the 20 on the edge of the red zone. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
On 1st and 10, man, this is the tight end Fant. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Second down and 6 now. Up the middle they run. It's Walker able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
He was brought down at the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Man, working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a 1st down.
Back to throw. Man. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Oh, and they set the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Man. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they got to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Derek Hall from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Herbert. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Go. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Got an open man, it's Josh Pop. And now look at this, big gain, but a fumble. And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Herbert going to change the play here. Not liking the look. They'll change the play. To the air again, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Third and 2, Herbert. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jordan Brooks with it. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they went standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just want to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes our score 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Man. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Man. He'll find Metcalf. And he's brought down, giving this one up to about the 35. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
At the 35-yard line.
Off play action. Man, blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
Brings up second and 18 at the 27-yard line.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Man, outright to Smith-Njigba. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be a third and about 13.
Brings up third and 13.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
In motion goes the tight end. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still had the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Looking to throw on second down. Man. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Man. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Man. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
To throw on second down. Man. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
19 Lions. 79 Broncos.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on 1st down now. On the screen, this is Eckler. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
It's 2nd down.
Play action. It's Herbert. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's Charger football, but they trail here as we get going in quarter number 4. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Herbert now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. And the Seahawks are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Herbert's pass intercepted. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Man. He finds Smith-Njigba. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw. Man. This is Fant on the short completion. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop?
Touchdown! Jackson Smith-Njigba. His second touchdown on the season. And the Seahawks look like they're about to put an end to their two-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Taken at the goal line. Breaks through the contact. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Charger drive about to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this over the middle here to Palmer. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Herbert setting up to throw on first down. Airing it out deep for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Now a 2nd and 10. Herbert throwing again. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Herbert. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to the 2 before he's wrestled out. A big play there for L.A. 52 yards.
Oh, man, disappointment that he couldn't finish that off in the end zone. What an effort there, doing all he can to get to the pylon, and he's going to wind up out of bounds just short. But a huge play there, going to set him up with 1st and goal from very short range.
And they'll try the action on 1st and goal. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Oh, boy, kind of hold your breath here because Justin Herbert, he appears to be in some discomfort after that last play. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. Slant left, going to be caught by Palmer. So he stopped for no gain. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal.
He kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
A field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The 4th down pass from the 5 falls incomplete. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
If you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless, take care of the ball on the way out.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. The Seahawks send out their punter, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And taken at the 46. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Devin Bush driving in and picking up the sack.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns, and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it looks like he'll throw here. On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. Looking to throw. Man. He's got his target. That's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Well, they have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start. And pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way. And plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Panther 11, Panther tracking 60.
They'll look to throw again. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. It's been all passing all the time on this drive. 5 for 5, and now 1st and goal.
Feels like a case of until they stop us, we might as well keep running the offense that we like to run. Don't change up and do something different just because you think you need to.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
So the victory here for Seattle, and this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
But they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for the